What's up, everybody? This week we're focusing on Solomon's book of wisdom, Ecclesiastes, that I've heard called, I like calling it this, Solomon's existential crisis in the Old Testament. The source question: how do we, in the midst of a culture that demands, that you know everything and that you level up constantly and that you're an expert in everything, how do you find joy and achieve healthy rhythms when your attention is dragged from one thing to the next? Solomon started by saying you got to recognize that this rat race that we call life is a fleeting vapor. It's a vanity. It's just a cycle. It's nothing new. He goes on and says there's vanity in wisdom. Chase wisdom, but you're never going to reach the end of it. Then he says, look, there's also vanity in self-indulgence. You're never going to find the thing that's going to satisfy you forever. Now, this next thing can be tricky because Solomon goes on to say that living wisely is also a vanity. It's important we translate vanity. We use the word English. In English, vanity can mean a whole bunch of things. The Hebrew word is somewhat specific. It's chebel. It means a mist, a vapor, a mere breath. So Solomon contrasts wisdom and folly a lot in Proverbs. That's his other wisdom book. He also does that a lot in this book, Ecclesiastes. So I want to put to bed the idea really quickly, I don't have a lot of time with you this morning, that Solomon is saying that you can be foolish. Solomon is not condoning foolish behavior. Period. He clearly states that wisdom is better than folly. He says, don't be a fool. He actually says the fool walks in darkness and is going to stumble and fall. But Solomon says that living wisely is a weighty business because we're all going to the same place. Growing in wisdom comes with an Achilles heel. Don't rely on your wisdom and don't rely on yourself because we're not that big a deal. We Christians have to take care that as we mature and grow in wisdom, that we don't become foolish because we think too highly of ourselves. Today's rhythm is a coming together of the other rhythms. Recognize this is vanity. Breathe. Air's free. Increase in wisdom as a learner and enjoy what God has given you. Today's rhythm is a restating of yesterday's rhythm. I want you to do it again today. Find a memory-making moment and enjoy it. Getting outside of ourselves is a powerful place to be. See you tomorrow.